all set for kickoff here at Baltimore's M&T Bank Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create, and now's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Has it downfield working the left. The 30. He's at the 10. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. They put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here's Dak. That one finds his man, Ingram. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
That one connects. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line. Here we go,
Barkley takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They soften that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Prescott's going to throw for it. Oh, they got it! Intercepted along the goal line! He's off to the races! And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again is Russ. On the left side. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Set it downs for him at the 38. Wilson, a quick throw, complete. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jarvarius Ward brings him down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Russ is cooking again. Going try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, you check down the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, their biggest security blanket is running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head, they went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Dak now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. So now they're in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-6 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. This is Ingram working the left side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. On 4th down, Prescott to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. complete to start this drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable to create space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. It's the Seahawks, who have 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Slot man motioned over. First down, here's Russ. Has some daylight through the 40. Now he's past the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for 2. Throwing again, here's Wilson. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Complete, it's Ingram. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun is Prescott. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing on first is Prescott. It's him on the in route. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Baltimore, first down.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Working quickly here.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Prescott again. Finds the in route complete. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route to a Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Another throw for Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a one-score game before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers, they got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, they'll look for him.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. 7 yards there. That brings up second down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak to the air here. And he's off him up there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He'll throw it. He connects downfield. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing again is Dak. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Baltimore Raven.
First and 10, Prescott. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, it's Wilson. Dumped off to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Caught, nice game left side. A lot of mess on the move here. There it is, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
All right, so for the time being, we stay in a one-possession game, Brock, but they were trying to make it a two-score game with that two-point conversion.
Could feel it. The killer mentality on that sideline. They wanted to put this game away. And if they're getting that aggressive right there, no doubt, this defense wants to play with the same aggression. Buckle up, offense. Pressure's coming. They're going to want to force this one and this offense into a mistake and seal this game now.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
This is Ingram looking the left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Hits him on the out route. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, 3rd down. Looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Yeah, here we go.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
They'll run here on 1st down. Has a lane inside the 35. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line, still a couple yards short of that end zone.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. Back to the well again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14.
Ravens 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Prescott here from the gun. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They send a receiver in motion right. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They're going to pass it here. Has it downfield, working the left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. And that return's going to cost him just a little bit compared to a touchback. He's out just shy of the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own
Ravens to the line now.
26-yard line.
First and 10. Play action, Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Dak off the play fake. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's second and long.
On the coverage.
They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators.